plan I'm announcing focuses on rescuing families who played by the rules and acted responsibly.
Off the top at 6, President Obama's plan to save homes all over the country, including right here in South Florida. Now, the president's plan to save homes couldn't come at a better time. Right now, analysts say South Florida is the hardest place in the nation to sell a home. Local 10's Mark Joyella is live in El Portal to show us how you may be able to get the help you need.
Well, Charles, first, the problem. All over South Florida, there are homes like this, in foreclosure, abandoned, boarded up. When a home like this exists in the neighborhood, that means the folks still living in their home but trying to sell right nearby just can't because they are priced right out of the market.
It's rough. It's very sad. People are a lot of people, their lives are turned upside down.
Coral Gables real estate broker Janie consoles clients who own their own homes, make mortgage payments, but want to sell. And they simply can't. Priced out of the market by a flood of foreclosures and short sales that have driven prices to record lows.
People are in tears on the phone. People who've owned their house 20 years, 30 years, retiring, divorce, relocation. They thought they had hundreds of thousands of dollars of equity, and they absolutely cannot sell their house because houses are selling down the street 50% on the dollar.
The president's plan aimed at helping South Florida families who want to sell or stay in their homes, with $75 billion in subsidies to lenders aimed at keeping families from foreclosures by extending payment periods and lowering payments. Also help for homeowners who aren't behind but may owe more on their homes than they're worth, letting them renegotiate to lower interest rates. And finally, a $200 billion investment in Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to make more mortgages available to encourage sales and reduce the massive inventory of unsold homes.
If they have to sell, they want to sell, they will sell at a lower price because it's a buyer's market.
And there are some folks buying, but there is such a huge inventory, several years, in fact, when ordinarily it would only be a few months. The goal of the president's plan for folks in South Florida, keep families from ending up with documents like this one, the bankruptcy notice and the foreclosure. That, of course, will help not only the family that might have to leave a home like this, but also the family in the neighborhood that would like to sell. A lot of components to the president's plan, but real estate brokers are encouraged. They say this is what is needed to get things moving again.
Mark, as you suggested, time is of the essence here. When does this plan actually take effect?
Well, Charles, because a lot of it can be done by executive order, it goes into effect March 4th. The question is, will that be fast enough? Some real estate brokers say it should have happened yesterday.
And let's say you're home right now and you want to know how you get assistance. How do you do that?
Well, Charles, a lot of it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to keep your house out of foreclosure, well, you're going to want to be talking to your lender to get that renegotiation that will allow you to make the payments and avoid the foreclosure. If you're like the folks across the street and you want to sell, you will, of course, want to make sure that the other parts of the plan are happening. Talk to lenders as well and talk to the real estate brokers. A lot depends on what you aim to do. There are very many parts to this plan.
All right, and at least lenders may have more possibilities to help you out. Mark Joyella live for us in El Portal. Thank you, Mark.